States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. Full house, it looks like. All right, Mr. Bramble, minutes and claims.
Got minutes for April 11th. Second.
Aye. Aye.
Then I have the claim docket for April 8th to April 14th for $3,827,914.79.
Motion approved.
Second. Aye. Aye. Note, this is your disbursements.
Yeah, then I've got.
Why it's so much.
Then I've got the payroll for April 14th for $1,159,494.98.
Motion to approve. Aye. Aye.
Hey, just real quick on the first set of claims, I didn't get you any questions.
Yes.
Jimmy, on page 3, towards the bottom, 36,200 rent for Hunter Creek Mall LLC. Do you know what that is?
That'd be probably the clothing parts.
Okay. All the questions I have.
Any other questions on the operations of all these towns and cities and fire districts and et cetera? 3,034,947.83 in disbursements, right? Yep. Okay. Sorry we backed up on that. Okay, temporary highway easement grant. This is the, I thought we approved this once, I guess we had through the Golding department, and now we need to do this as commissioners for some work on Ohio Street, correct?
Correct. Larry and I both talked to Bill Jones from NDOT, and you guys just need to sign that because you're the ones who own the property.
So we just need to sign it, do we need to pass it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Motion to accept this
So moved.
Second.
by aye. Aye. Okay. All right, and we have a card holder agreement for Mr. Bramble.
This is for our county credit card.
She worked at Victim's Assistance in that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Terry, did you sign this as a department head?
I'm going.
Okay.
Anything special? We need to know?
No. This is the new person that's taking that department over now.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
By aye.
It's just that I
Aye.
signed this thing.
Okay. All right, thank you. Maintenance contracts. Our head of maintenance, Ricky Hammond, can explain any of these if we have any questions. We've been over them a couple of times, quite a few of them. We've got, Terry, should we approve on each one of these individually?
It's like lawn care for the jail and pest control.
We're not in a hurry, by the way.
No.
Okay, you've gone over them.
These were the ones that were approved last week by the council.
Yeah, funding, yeah. Yep. Okay. First one's for Garner Lawns for trash removal, mowing, sidewalks, maintenance of mulch, beds at our new jail facility. Is that right, Ricky?
Correct.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second, by aye? Aye. It's $19,200. Okay. Let's see. Plan service, this is York. Second.
Which one you got? That's the in-warranty incentives right there for Johnson Control. So it's the in-warranty incentives they offer for the chillers and the control side of things. So it's basically money they give you back is what that's for.
Okay, well, we've got quite a few Johnson Controls. Which one does that go with here? Courthouse or the new jail or what?
It's the new jail.
Okay, all right. Okay. So,
That one's not an actual contract there. It's just the in-warranty incentives that I provided with the contracts. Is what that is.
all right. And okay. JCI, Johnson Controls. $30,489 for continued support of the new jail facility, correct?
Yes, that's the control side right there.
It's a 1-year contract.
It is.
$30,489, 1 year for Johnson Controls. They also handle our courthouse, so we have familiarity with them. So,
Move to approve.
by aye?
Aye.
Aye. All right. All right. Got a second one for Johnson Controls. This is
That's for the chillers there, Mike.
for the chillers at the jail, is correct? As well?
Yes.
Okay. So over $47,000 for our new jail for continuing maintenance of the equipment down there. Okay. $17,195 for annual.
That one there is a 3-year contract, Mike.
Okay, this is.
But that's the annual price there.
That's the annual price, 3-year contract. Okay, questions? Motion,
So moved.
Second.
by aye?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, one more for the new jail, the Bethesda system.
Or do you want to?
Yeah, that's a separate alarm system for the jail. It mainly takes care of the pods throughout the facility. It actually just takes air into the ducts to detect smoke. And so they have to have the actual software to maintain that system. That's why I have 2 different contractors. Ryan Fire Protection will be the one taking care of the Bethesda system on that side of the software. That's a 3-year contract. And then it states in there per year what it would be, the amount of money that it would be per year on the 3-year. Just got the first year, the second year, and the third year.
Okay,
The Bethesda system is the critical system that detects smoke, right?
Inside the cells.
Inside the
Yeah.
cell.
that was also one of the holdups for completing the jail, getting all that system. Now it's working and working well, right?
Yes, there's still some bugs that they're trying to work out with that. But we have an issue with the current contractor that installed it, so that's why we're hoping to get it back on track. They're actually working at this time to get it back on track, but I think with this contract, we'll be able to do so.
Ryan Fire Protection, okay.
They're the ones that actually came in and fixed the system. for Innovative Fire.
Okay. As we continue to work through startup at our new facility.
What's the annual payments on that?
First year is, 1 year. We got two different figures here, Rick.
Yeah, there is, it's kind of, but on this one, yeah, this is if you just have them do work throughout a year, you don't actually have a contract. I don't know why they add this, but this is your actual first year, second year, and third year.
$4,082 the first year, 4,007 the second, third year's 3,931.
Okay. Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. New jail, sheriff's office, general pest control. $150 monthly. Is this annual, Mike? Ricky?
It's basically an as needed. So it's not actually a yearly contract. It's just, it's a monthly, I guess, contract is what you would say.
Okay.
We just pay $150 a month for their service and that's it.
Is this external as well as internal?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I think they do the perimeter of the building.
Motion to approve.
Aye, aye. Okay. Culligan Services.
That one also, Mike, is just like an as needed as well.
Mhm.
It's not an actual contract to lock in. They rebuild the system once a year, and I think every 3 years they also do a rebuild. So that's what that's for. There's not an actual contract on that one either.
Not the contract, just approved. The annual estimated cost is $5,092 annually.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Motion?
Motion approved.
Aye, aye. Okay. All right. B and S. For air handling system, correct?
Yeah, it covers, there's a whole entire list there of what it actually covers, but that's a yearly contract as well. They change all the filtration system in the air handlers, all the fan control units. They do our backflow inspection reports once a year for us. They grease all the pumps. They basically check pretty much all the HVAC system besides the chillers.
$36,800.
Motion to approve.
Are they providing filters again in this too?
Correct, yes. There's a lot of them.
All aye? Aye. Okay. Sprinklers.
Yeah, this will be the separate system throughout the facility besides everything, including besides the VESA system. So the wet sprinkler system, the dry sprinkler system, pre-action sprinkler system, kitchen suppression, the annual fire alarm inspection, and the annual fire extinguisher inspection. That's all included in this contract through Tri-State.
Yeah, it's $11,722 a year.
And we already use Tri-State, right?
Correct, yeah. They do all other county buildings.
Tri-State's who came and bailed us out the night of, was it Christmas Eve?
Christmas night, I think.
Christmas
Yeah.
night, yeah. That broken. Water line. Yeah. Motion to approve.
Second.
Aye. Aye. That's a lot of work there. gentlemen put that together so that, keep our new facility running.
Yeah, Ricky, was that Hoop and Gardner, that's for all our properties, right? Or was that just for the?
No.
That's just for the jail. I've got the separate contracts. You're gonna take a look at those for the rest of the county though.
Do you want to talk about why that contract's kind of important, because how much our employees have to spend cutting grass?
Yeah, we take care of all the other county buildings at the moment, and it usually takes us about 3 days, 2.5 to 3 days a week to mow what we're currently mowing. And adding the 22 acres down at the new facility, that's all we'd be doing all summer long, we'd be mowing. It takes us anywhere from 3 to 4 days. Well, I would say with the equipment that we have, about 3 days to mow the jail facility. So by the time you mow that and you mow all the other county buildings, we wouldn't even have time for building maintenance. So that's why we asked for additional appropriation to cover the mowing expenses down there.
Thank you.
23 acres, right?
22, 23.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah. So. Like I say, that's a lot of work and we still got some more to do, I'm sure. Unforeseen things that are gonna come up down there, but, we're making it work now. All right. Comments from the public?
Makes sense. 'Cause then the next week.
No. Comments from commissioners and other elected officials?
I do have one comment. This is not assessing related, even though I'm the assessor. I've had multiple people ask me why some of the offices in the building accept cash only and others accept credit card or debit card or whatever. So I'm just putting that out there because I don't know what offices do what. But I have had a couple people say they would like to see the county building be more consistent. If one office accepts credit cards, they all should. I mean, most people are moving away from cash only anyway. So I just wanted to put that out there for you.
Remember, we did that study with the health department and all that, and then nothing ever happened.
They're all working on it. Now that the treasurer's office has gone with a new provider, correct, Josie, this year, those offices that haven't went to that yet, we wanted to see how it went, and we're looking into going with the same thing, health department's on. To go with the same provider as Josie's using.
I think optically people just don't like when something says cash only.
Yeah, sure.
Because then they have to leave to go to a bank machine. I mean, we accept it, but I know that's an issue. Or just get a bank machine.
We used to have it.
We had one, but why did they take that out?
I don't think it's being used enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
There's one here and one over the
Since
courthouse.
Joni came in, she may have already made contact. She and I were supposed to meet with that rep.
But we've already got the contract signed,
See,
and they're building our
She's going.
site right now. And because the treasurer's office has the initial contract, we just piggybacked off of it. So it's really not that hard. In the past, when we tried to go to credit and debit cards, the problem is all the vendors that came down and presented to the commissioners and to our department, we would lose part of the transaction fee. And so we would end up losing funds if we went with it. It paused during the pandemic. I think Mike and I had a conversation in December about it. And so in January, I approached Josie and we started working with the vendor that they have gone with. And so I've always advocated for a universal vendor for all the county offices versus all of us piecemealing it together at different rates. The one that Josie chose that we're piggybacking off of, the fee goes back onto the person using the card, and I think it's 2.75. And so it was just, getting it going, and I really wish we could go with one vendor.
Answer your question.
It did.
Is that something we needed to decide?
Ultimately, it's the end. Well, I don't think so because there's already a contract signed, so between Jonesy and that entity, so we're just piggybacking. I don't think it's another contract.
I have no idea.
We'll have to find out.
I know in here, I didn't want to name any specific department, but the complaint was about vital statistics, birth certificates and things like that. It's
Right.
cash only.
Our flat mapping side is, and that's why we're working together, the same vendor.
And see, that was what, yes, and that was the other thing, when we were looking at the other vendors, you realize they do $10 transactions. So that's where, and you, if you look at our annual report, how much money Vital Statistics brings in for birth and death records, it was a considerable amount of money that we would lose. And so with this new vendor, we won't be losing any money, and so that's why it's just a win-win for us. When we had the ATM machine in the building, it was not an issue at all, and then it was removed. And then that's when it became an issue. And then that's when the commissioners brought in, not the current ones, but vendors to present to us, and then again, the pandemic happened, so that's why we've been proactive since then.
Any other comments?
I'd like to talk about Mr. Grossman for a minute. He's been working hard. Me, Mark, Adam, Larry, Bobby, who else is with us? Is that it?
Thanks.
Went to Markham Dam Park and talked about the park. We walked around again. Adam has put in a request to the council to fund all the things he talks about doing, which is playground equipment, asphalt parking. What else?
Playground equipment, asphalt parking, the removal procedure of the dam, additional construction costs, lighting, covered picnic tables. That's the majority of it.
So
Signage, interpretive signage as well.
Council President Thacker will be coming next month.
We look forward to it.
Thank you to Cheryl for correcting all my phone numbers. So,
I think that Cheryl does that with everyone.
I get scared when I call her or text her. That's all I have.
Well, she's certainly a team effort, you know, Parks Department, working at it every day, assessor, treasurer, building, maintenance, a lot of pieces, pretty big complex. Everybody makes it work.
Yeah.
Sometimes we seem to stumble a little bit, but that's,
Yeah, Councilor Thacker's right. We did receive a grant already. We're waiting to get a second round of grant funding. And
Additional is what we asked.
yeah, but we did give ourselves about a 10% buffer just in case, because that estimate that we had to remove the dam was in October of 2021, and we assumed prices had gone up. So we took that into consideration, so.
any other comments? Looks like a comment from our highway department, that he's gone to a seminar. Close the meeting out, thanks.
And you have something for me to sign?
This isn't me. I think you guys did that a long time ago, so I guess it's bad to see. But. It says right here.